Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, we are back. We are back, and you guys are in for a treat. Like the description says, still looking for the PlayStation 4, 5, as I play on the PlayStation 4 right now. It's been a rough 24 hours, man. Privileged to work to begin with. Family roof over my head, and also privileged to get some time off of work for Thanksgiving that just passed in the U.S. And in my 20 plus years, 20 years of retail, that wasn't something that was possible. I assure you that I did not take any time off, as much time as I should have. And that's another conversation for another day. But I had to go back to work. Some of us had to go back to work. Some of us are going back to work regardless for other reasons. GG to that. We got bills to pay. And man, whenever you get like your normal days off, still doesn't feel like it wasn't long enough. A vacation is different. The vacation, yes, you've been out enough for a vacation where you're like, you just don't wanna come back. Um, and it's nothing against the job. It's just it's a vacation. But yeah, taking off, one day more than you're supposed to, and each day that goes on, you're like, back to work. Blah, 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 blah. So went back to work. It was rough. I switched over to hard labor, if I can say that's what it is. It's I don't know if the phrase is it's a blue collar, hardworking job. I put in the same field as a mechanic, if that makes sense. Just want to do something different, and the biggest thing was the hours, man. Instead of me working holidays, nights, weekends, I'm working a 9 to 5, baby, 9 to 5. At the same time, having a little person, been there for as long as the little person has been alive, or the most recent little person. So, you know what I'm about to say. You could have been anywhere in the world and you are here at this very moment, and I appreciate that. I do. I really do. So we're going to get into today's game. But before we get into today's game, time to go with the lead. Now, if you're familiar with the format of the show, or at least what I do, is I try to do the lead. The lead is a a way for me to conversate about what I'm watching or seeing in the world of gaming that I can conversate on. You know, like for instance, we've talked about Red 2 not really doing a storyline update like their counterpart Grand Theft Auto seems to be doing with that new map, new heist. Looks like it's gonna have a new storyline and new multiplayer. Red 2 is only going to focus on online. That's what they've been retooling, and that's where their future updates are coming from. So there's that. I mean, I'm still looking for the PlayStation 5. I've got all the tabs open, they're always refreshing. But the thing that I do have, and I'm going to see if I can shout him out. He doesn't need any shout out because he's already doing them. Killer Cam. Killer Cam, it's CAM. Killer Cam 1020. Now, the interesting, awesome thing about his site, I don't know anything about computers to that level. Apparently, he's running a program, and the program's just chilling in the back. And you're able to watch his program, and it's basically looking at all the websites, all the major websites, and he's checking them as well. And he lets us all know if a website goes live, and he can do it seconds for the most part before the refresh gets it, before the luck of the refresh. I'll say it that way. And if you are in there in the chat line, he bans you. As we're trying to keep the as he is trying to keep the information authentic and get rid of all that extra stuff. So shout out to him. I'm using that to look to see, try to look for this thing. There is a rumor, or not, I won't go rumor. Let's go with PlayStation 5. There was a restock on Cyber Monday. Adorama, I think it's a New York area company. They went ahead and released it, some bundles at about 10 or 11 a.m. Finger Hut did the same thing. Walmart has been selling them. Walmart's been selling them for the last few days, actually walk-in. There was a New York store, I forgot where in New York. I don't know if it's Lancaster, New York, but the image was saying that was a long line. The image showed a long line, and they were saying that there was 400 units that they were selling. Now, what I've seen from Walmart so far is the disc copy, and if it's how can I put it? If it's hard to find this system, PlayStation 5, it is even harder to find it. Someone like me who is like, I'm not gonna buy a bundle. I already have an extra controller that I plan to use for PC. Also, I can use my Xbox Series S controller, but whatever. So I'm not buying a bundle regardless. And I mean, unless it's something that comes with Spider-Man. If it's just that and Spider-Man, then fine, let's do it. But that's not likely. I get the business of a bundle. I don't need 15 years of PlayStation Plus. Though I will be a member for 15 years. That's not the point. It's hard to find just the digital. So a lot of times you'll see the disc version go out, and then the digital doesn't get refreshed or restocked. And then you're still battling with everyone else who wants that as well as the bot. So there's that. There's a rumor that Target is going to start doing walk-ins. That is a rumor. If it isn't going to be walk-ins, it's going to be online. And it'll probably, because their Black Friday thing will probably be this Friday or Saturday. So just look to that. As the rumor is, their shipment comes in, I think, on December 3rd. And their advertising for reselling the PlayStation 5 ends on December 5th. I could be wrong on the dates, but the generalization of it is there. Watch Target. They haven't released theirs yet. It's coming. Now, if you live in Florida, Target is doing something a little different. Their stores are getting shipments. So you might want to check with Target today. You might want to check with Target today or check tomorrow. I don't know what the rule is on this shipment or why they're only getting these shipments. Amazon is doing it this way. Best Buy was doing it this way, where they're just changing up their shipment, and their shipments are going to the stores in the areas versus from the warehouse shipped to customer for whatever reason. I mean, it could be because when you're making that purchase, it actually asks you what area you're in. So if you don't set that item, or you don't set where you live at, you could be losing out on the system this whole time because you're trying to get it in like Arkansas somewhere and they just don't have enough, versus if you would do it out of your home store in your area. So there's that. There is that. So yeah, no PlayStation. Another thing that people are talking about is some developers are using emulators on the Xbox Series S and X, using, I don't know if you've heard of it, RetroArch, to play PlayStation 2 games. And so it's funny that you have that next gen hardware, but you're using it for a another purpose. And it's not the first time that Xbox was used for a retro console. I remember messing around with my original Bertha big Xbox back in the day. So there's that. The PlayStation games that I mentioned in another previous video, those went live. So it should be Just Cause 4. Man, I can't remember the other two, but that was the headliner game. Those are out now for free on the PlayStation Store if you have that. Other than that, that is your news. That's the lead. So we're going to do something different. We are going to play another game that's on my rotation. We're going to play Marvel's Avengers. And you would think as many times as you'll hear me popping off in Miller's chat. I'll either say it that way or I'd be like 8M's. That's how he goes in the streets. He's known in the streets as 8M's. So just know that. If you happen to see him in the streets, the mean streets of Canada, he's walking around. It's a nice, cool day, and he's got an iced tea. And you're across the street because, you know, social distancing. You know, you're just trying to just shout out, man. Just shout out 8M's. And just give a head nod. Just keep walking. He's not going to respond to you. Ah, why did I do that? Did I want to do that? Well, here we are. So we are going to mess around with this today. Previous videos, you guys have seen me play The Division, which was fun. I mean, I posted a video on YouTube, on my YouTube channel for, no, I don't want to do that. Now my plan here, I don't want to come up with a goal because I think it's just going to be unrealistic. We'll get into how I feel about this game. Unrealistic for me to pick out a goal to say, hey guys, let's do this. I won't stop streaming this game until this. Here's the team, man. Level 50. I still need to grind more gear here. More gear here. One more level, and then obviously the gear. Same thing. Level and gear. Level and gear. What I want to do. Feel like I want to go with Hulk. Use her for support. That's another thing, man. Who do I want to use? Not really worried about the. You're just thinking about the team. So we got a tank. I consider her a heal or support. Consider that DPS, just like him, DPS tank. And I mean, he would be what, crowd control? I mean, I'm saying in the role that I'm looking for what I'm missing. I'm missing crowd control or something with some brain. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the wrong button and select her, and now I have to hit the other button again. Oh my god. There we go. Let's kind of get on track here. Now this stream won't be a very long stream. If you check my schedule, you'll see that I try to start at 6 o'clock. And today I was actually early. Or on time. Also, I was on time. That's all I'll say. I was on time. All right, there we go. Let's launch this mission. Let's launch this mission and let's talk. Let's talk a little bit about this game. Now, for this game, when this game first came out, this game was something that grabbed my attention in more ways than one. It's a superhero game. How could it not grab your attention? And speaking of that, grabbing my attention, I need to go ahead and stop the attention to some of this stuff. I don't want a copyright situation. And the reason why it says Twitter don't ban me is I got into stuff with Twitter, and they were like, you played some music that was, you know, and I'm like, but I got it from a playlist off of a. I'm not gonna get into it again. Again, everybody at Twitch, I'm trying to use your program that I downloaded. That's like my soundtrack for Twitch. It's not work. Okay. All right. So Marvel's Avengers. Heard about this game. Got hyped about this game. Didn't jump in, you know, the community of the chat. I mean, it's not my thing. I'm an older guy, so I didn't even know it existed. Like, to be honest, that's awesome that a game comes out and then a Discord pops up and now you got a community of people who are just as hyped as you are to play the game But the game isn't out yet, so you guys get to talk about it a lot. And that's pretty cool. Start beating someone up. Where he's at? He's down. Okay. I love the bouncing. Why do I keep going after the wrong people? I'm so upset that I don't have coffee yet. All right, so that's cool that this. Sorry, Iron Man. I thought you were one of them. That's one of the quality of life things I think we'll get soon enough. We'll get a tag on them above their head. Optional. Some people might not want to because their costumes are clearly noticeable. I prefer to go down in the all black. Most of us are. There's somebody up here. Ooh, that was a shot. No, you're sitting right there with the gun, but you chose not to. So anyways, the game came out. Me and my friends are hyped about it. We're like, yo, this game, this is it. This is what we want. This is what we need. Let's go. Let's get it. Look, allow. And I played this game for hours on end. You know, I look at that up there and all the time, and I say in my head, like, what? Who's that for? Is that Cap right there? You know, to run across that, or is it setting us up for another character? Like maybe Chala will be able to run up there. Hmm? One more character. Nobody else thought of getting him. What I want to do is I want to. Oh, someone got him already. Okay, let's. Stones. But anywho, the game came out. Ooh, pesky laser. Hmm. There we go. That's teamwork right there. And playing the game, I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the story campaign, though I would like to play it again because I just feel like maybe it wasn't as good as I remember it was. Um, I like the character. I mean, I see what they did differently versus the comic book. Um, I don't read as many comics as I used to, but I did read that one, so I do understand some of the similarities in the storyline, the origin stories, and things of that nature. But her character as a whole, oh, she's a super fan. That's awesome. Let's keep it moving, guys. Thank you for joining. Bouncing, bouncing. Anywho, so I'm like, man, I really enjoy the storyline. And have any better gear than what I have on? No, I don't. Even though the gear dropped better. And I get it, it's unchallenging too. But unless they change something, which is a possibility, I don't play this as often as I used to, then this would not have anything to do with. That's just the difficulty of the NPCs, not the actual loot. Now when you, oh, how I hit the, oh well, we already know the dodge button is a it's a maybe. I dodge, all that. I dodge, still dodging, still dodging. Okay, I'm gonna go get a Coke. I'll be right back. I got my Coke. I'm good. Come back. I got a Coke. All right, good job, guys. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get used to playing this game, not button wise. There we go. Good job, guys. But trying to have a conversation and playing the game, because it's nice to look at. It's fun to play. I like the combat. That's one of the things about the game that I really do enjoy. Everybody feels different. Animations are smooth. Like when you're doing this whole, like you just feel like you want to just. Want to fight? Then we can fight here. We can make this our battleground if that's what you want to do. Let's do it. Dance around with the best of them. Feel it, man. You feel it. The shoulder tackle him right there. I'm like, he didn't just. I was like, where is my heroic recharge? And it could be I'm just used to Miss Marvel and how fast hers is with the gear that I have set up, or even the skills. I don't remember how I have the skills set up on this. I could obviously work to get better on it. Build an elevator. Or in the gaming industry, I like to call, or they like to call, the teleportation device, or the magic trick, the smoke screen. Even like this, you see how he interacts with the buttons. They all do it in a different way, and that's pretty cool. So anyways, this great looking game has come a long way from when it launched, as far as if you're new and you're picking it up. You did, from the first day, you do have a few new things you can mess around with, but more importantly, the game plays better. Okay, so as far as me playing it the last 2 or 3 months, can't speak for everybody else, I haven't had any issues with the game. I haven't had infinite loading screens. I haven't had ridiculous frame rate issues. I did turn off, if not turn down, motion blur. I just didn't care for it. Got what it was trying to do, and it just about that. Can't even see what I'm beating up. I hope I'm hitting him. Okay, there it is. Please drop some good gear. That's what I'm asking. I will take that. Did I just go to the beginning? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Thank you guys for following me. Thank you. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that button. Oh, man. Oh, man, I just wasted that. Horrible. Horrible. Alright, so anyways, Marvel's Avengers. Was hyped about the game. Got friends involved and like, yo, you need to play this game. This game is for you. And then I saw the famous A-Day trailer reveal, and I was shook. I was shook in 2 different ways. Now I'm gonna be honest here, because mm, get the message. When I saw that trailer, I thought, uh-oh, we're in trouble. Now, at the time, I was not doing videos. I wasn't doing Twitch, the channel for Twitch. I've only been doing this 7 days, okay? 7 days. Now, the YouTube channel, 30 days. October was the first date there. Okay, so I have not been doing this long enough. And games like this actually made me want to get into making videos, because I'm like, man, maybe someone's video could have said something different to spark a conversation. Jeez. See me birding over here? You guys are just gonna keep. I get it. You're coming. Yeah, I see you coming. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Mrs. Marvel, I don't want to tell you to do your job, but it did set up your move sets to heal, and you have an amazing heal ability. So if you could, anytime you see us kind of getting low, is that an adaptoid or something fucking with me right there? You, fine. No, see, I blocked that one. Damn, another prime. Like, dude, I'm gonna die. I need to go find energy, and I'm trying to use the rage. There we go. There we go. I'm using the rage. I'm using the rage. You got the advantage. My goal is to, like, hit these, because the game's mechanics on missions is sometimes just as simple as just doing the objective, regardless that you're dying, and you'll be okay. So that's what we're doing, guys. We're trying to do the objectives. We're not paying attention to the NPCs, because the NPCs don't matter. I'm about to die. That's the way. That's the game's way of saying, what'd you say about us again? Oh, give me something good. There we go. Here goes. Here you go. Yeah, I know you're gonna drain my energy, but I got that part. There we go. Yeah, guys, we just gotta clean them all up. We did what we need to do. Focused on getting the objective done. When you in, then back you out. Rip this off your face. Such a powerful guy. You're such a powerful guy. You're powerfully awesome. So yeah, so I saw the 8-day trailer reveal, and I thought in my head, what a wonderful world. No, that's not what I thought, but I thought, I still don't have gear better. Oh dear. Oh dear. You guys watch me play this, right? What the heck? I just picked this up. I gotta check on Reddit. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe now it's changed where based off your difficulty, because no way, man. This is not. This is a longer mission versus what I normally run, and that's what they just dropped legendary. And I don't have anything. All right, so back to what I was saying. A-Day came out, and I was like, oh crap. I was still hyped about the game. Still wanted the game. Talking about the map in Division 2. Somebody will post that briefly. Anyways, so I'm like, okay, you know what? They got me scared of some stuff. One of the things that had me scared on was the artistic approach. I thought they could have went, this is just my opinion. And again, this, I don't mean this towards the devs. You've seen me say it in the chat and online and in other games I play. Love to the devs. Okay. I don't care if you're running a social media part, if you're doing the marketing part, if you're a dev in general that's designing the game and you're making happy little trees, you're awesome. Okay. Gaming industry is not easy, and it's a blessing. It's luck in a way that games even come out with how they're set up. Okay. Like you make a road trip, plan road trip to go out of town. All you gotta do is get the people involved. All you gotta do is do the rental car in advance, plane tickets, get there, you know, maybe come up and check the map and say, hey, look, we're gonna hit this theme park. These are the rides we're gonna do. That's really it. Picture you doing that, and for whatever reason, the budget's just not right. Things are changing, and you just don't go on the trip. But the trip, everybody knows that the trip was supposed to happen on the 15th. Everyone knows it. They were excited about it. Your family was excited because you're about to get out of the house. They were like, yes, we're gonna have the house to ourselves. And then you're just like, oh, it's not happening. That's what the gaming industry is. So anyways, I mean this with constructive feedback, not to change anything, because clearly that's not gonna happen. And it's just a place for me to be able to talk, right? But anyways, I thought it was gonna go to more of a comic book look, or just point blank anything that did not look like the movie. Because I felt like if you looked like the movie, you'd be going up against something that was harder. You'd be against a really big task at trying to convey to your audience that you're not from the Marvel Universe movie and you're your own entity. And I think when I saw that, not to mention the characters looked not spot on, they looked spot offish. I think on one point they were laughing online saying this looked like the stunt guys of the movie, not the actual movie itself. I think someone was like, oh, this is the great value. This is the Walmart version. So, you know, how I hit the evade button on that one. I'm gonna go get those NPCs that are over there chilling. You guys keep. Oh, you already got them already. Oh, look at you. A Black Widow? Yeah. But dressed in black is kind of hard to see who's who. That's my fault. Nobody's fault but mine. I beat your head in looking like Juggernaut, but you're not. That's the problem. I know I defeated him. I still went after him again. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey, hey. Go. Place looks familiar. I may have or may not. No, 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 never mind. That's something different. So anyways, I would have preferred had they looked differently, because what happened from that trailer, if you go back and watch it, they show you a different view of this game that originally when the game was launched or revealed, my apologies, revealed, was not the same. So people were, maybe it's just me. Let me know in the comments. Is it just me? I say comments like it's YouTube. Whoa, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not talking about the developmental team. I'm just saying in general. Missed that whole clap. I deserve to get smacked like that. I miss. What happens when you miss the whole clap? Start trying to fight back for the team. You're trying to fight. You're fighting a wall. Hey, you're trying to pull aggro. No, I'm gonna get the hell out of here and get another. Get some vitamins. Vitamin. All isn't wasting this opportunity. Not throwing away my shot. And get out of here. Yeah, we did. I'll do this while we're just talking. So anywho. Oh, he's coming. Can we reveal revive her? Can we? You guys got her? GG. And I just saw it as like, man, this is gonna be so bad. I'm like, I don't think not so bad as the game's bad, but I'm like, this is not a good look. That it seems like they've changed what the plan of the game was. Again, go back to when the game was first revealed that they were working on it. The crowd was cheering to what seemed like to be a multiplayer experience of epic proportions. And then your reveal trailer is an impressive looking trailer of something that would borderline, no, not even borderline, that would be 100% a single player experience. So I was like, oh, I don't think, I don't think, I don't think we know what we're getting here, guys. That's that's why today you still see people ask for vehicles in the game because they don't understand the open space. They don't they're assuming they're gonna get Winter Soldier type Grand Theft Auto stuff. So I saw that and I was like, man, okay, so we don't know if we're getting a single player or multiplayer, and it's probably just they're catering financially to both parties, which is understandable. It's a business. I get it. I'm not naive to be like, oh, I died. Wow, I died. Well, dang. Well, you know what? That's it. I died. So I know what I normally tell you guys. I normally tell you guys. I did though. I'm out, but I'm not gonna play anymore. But I'll still talk because I have a few minutes before I have to take off and head to work. So like I said, these morning ones are a little shorter. Like how that wall are really changing right there. That's pretty awesome. Again, game looks great. No glitching or issues that I've had since they've been doing all those patches and adding little things to the game. Um, make the experience better. Um, they're adding a ping system to the game. That's going to be awesome. They're working on a looting system. That'll be awesome as well. I don't know why I hit that button, but I guess because I'm just messing around with stuff and just seeing. Oh, okay. I just hit the that's what it was. I hit the artifact button, which I said in another video that should be something where people know it's there and it's already ready off, not just see the cool off. But anyways, sidetrack. Let me switch this because I would hate for the game to look negative because I've just like not, just because I'm not playing, I don't want the game to look negative. So I'm like, well, I just sit AFK. So anyway, so A-Day comes out, and again, the characters are like great value, Walmart, and it's not, again, nothing to the devs. Somebody else came up with the concept and said we are going to look close to the movie because Marvel's Avengers characters and everything that Disney does with this has made billions of dollars. I don't have the exact number, but billions of dollars. And so characters, not characters, the community, as soon as that happened, I started seeing online how the community went from multiplayer vibe to some were talking about different ways they can do season, not season, ham sandwich, single player. And then others were talking about multiplayer. But then some were talking about like a massive online role player. And some people were talking about it. Just once that came out, the conversation of what this game was confusing to the consumer. So the game comes out. Now, wait, before the game comes out, we do war tables. So when we do these war tables, we're setting up, in my opinion, the precedents that, hey, look, we are going to constantly talk to you guys. And we're going to have these meetings on our war table. Not that the war table was just our hype table as we got ready to launch this game. And for someone like me who's been playing Division, I just assumed that they would keep putting something like that out. So after the game launched and that disappeared, unless they're telling us some big news, I felt like that was a stumble. I don't think that's the proper way to do it because there's a lot of people who do want information more than what you post on the blog about patches or things of that nature. You can add clarity because you can actually see the person talking about whatever it is versus saying it's 50% off. Someone's telling you it's 50% off takedowns, or the question they're able to read in the chat and they're saying, oh, wait, does it say this? Okay, what we meant to say is this. So anyway, so we do the betas. I pre-ordered the game. Again, I'm hyped for it. I do the betas every week. The first week that the beta came out, I already had beaten Mrs. Marvel as far as what you can beat in the game, leveling up max for your character for the challenge card. And I put a lot of hours, just like a lot of other people. We're just hyped about this game. The blurring and some of the glitching, that was, I felt like that was a given. I'm not gonna knock him on that. Even when the game came out, I'm not gonna knock him on it. You just when you play the game and you get to the end game, at the end of it, there's no loot. There's no loot at the end game, right? So when I say end game, I'm like end game, end game, end. End game? Yeah. Yeah, we're at the end, my friends. And this is just a little test of seeing how I was going to do this, and this is going to be interesting. I don't know, I feel like I have to jot down notes before I play Marvel, but because there's so much going on, I don't know why. There's a lot that goes on in the division, and I didn't get scattered brain, but you could have been anywhere in the world and you're here, and I appreciate that. I really do. This is another game that I enjoy playing. Hate comes out on December 8th, so I hope to play more of this. I did do a video on my YouTube channel that says you should buy this game if you don't have it. It's, you know, for the value. Things have changed now. For the value of what this game costs and what you're getting has changed versus when the game first came out at full price. So even in that video, I say this is a game you should purchase. I do want it on PC, but I have to wait for it gets a little bit lower because the grind is not worth the value. So that's a little area nugget I'll go on to try to close it up. Is one of the things that plagues this game is their end game. And as much as everyone wants new characters to come out, and don't get me wrong, I want the new characters that are supposedly free 99 to come out. But if you do not have the right end game, if you do not have the right looting system that is rewarding to the player, you're not going to play the game. I think I said it before in previous YouTube videos from a architect. They said form follows function. Form follows function. You don't see that with this game. You just saw me play this game for over 30 minutes, and not one time did I get any loot that was considered for the game automatically to think it was the best gear. Even the legendary item it dropped was severely lower. I won't say severely, it's not so bad. It was lower than what I'm supposed to. It was 98, you saw it, 98 versus the, I think 104 I was wearing. There's a problem with the looting system, and they're aware of it, and they're working on it. But if you play this game for 8 hours and you're not able to target the loot or the piece that you're trying to get, or you don't really understand the percentage in which your drops happen, it's not a value to your time. So I would love to get it on PC. It's a great price. I think it's like $29.99. Everything is 50% off. But man, to pay $30 to do the storyline all over again, or you can skip it, I believe. But to grind out a character all over again when I know the grind isn't rewarding. See, when I play the Division, games like this make me really say, I love you, the Division. I love you. Because you might be frustrated at the Division, and then you play a game like this. And again, it's not a knock to this game in a negative way at all. They're working on it. They're going to get some stuff done. There's a pandemic. There's fires. There's people who can't travel. You can't do mocap because people are in quarantine. You can't continue storylines. Like the things they've had planned, they've had to push back after the death of Chadwick. I get it. I'm sympathetic to it. I'm just calling what it is based off of what I see right now. What I see right now is this game is going to have to make some adjustments. They know it. There's still no roadmap. Marvel is telling us, you know, the movie company, when television shows are coming out and things of that nature. Disney's giving us a lineup for it, for their Mandalorians and other projects they're working on. We have no idea what's coming out for this game. Kate's gonna be here at 8. Kate's at 8. Kate's great at 8. December 8th. That's what we're doing. Like I said, the loot has to be better. a player has to be able to play this game, and I do get it. You can't. I don't want amazing drops to happen all the time. But other than maybe an artifact or a exotic, there's not too many times in this game where you have a oh my gosh moment. I can't believe that dropped. You don't have that moment in this game yet. And doing certain challenges for multiple hours to climb a level because there's an item that you need just to feel powerful is tough. So again, you just watch me, and then one of the reasons it's tough sometimes to play this is I I need to level up 4 players, 4 characters. I mean that's just how I feel. I feel like if you have 4 good characters and you're playing the game, you can have fun with those 4 characters. Maybe one day you'll be able to interchange in the mission between them, like the Suicide Squad that's supposed to come out later is planning to do. But you got to level up these characters, and there's no easy way to level up. It's such a grind without a reward. So I'm gonna stop because I'm talking negatively, or at least it's not even negative. Come on, let's be honest, it's constructive. Like I said, they are working on loot. I will still keep playing this game. I'm excited for Kate that's coming out, and then many other characters. I got much love for the devs. Shout out to the homie 8Ms with his iced tea. And I do look forward to doing this again later. I just got to figure out how to be able to talk and play this game. For some reason, any information you need is in the bio. Once again, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here, and I appreciate that. Have an awesome day. If your day isn't awesome today, I hope it gets awesome and it stays that way. Till next time, lick a loud.